which is why this is the last time I would ever speak on this. I really wanted to make this blog just to be clear that I was wrong to not understand that something that was 10 years ago to me was 10 seconds ago to you. You know, we live in a very pick and choose kind of world where people choose to drag you for this or let someone else slide for that, or they'll overlook this but they'll dictate how we should treat someone for this. Now, it's not to drag anyone else down. When I did that blog about bringing people along for the ride of this negativity, yes, I'm not perfect. I'm an imperfect person, but I try to be better every single day. And sometimes I make mistakes. Even in my current life, I make mistakes. Now, I don't take nothing back that I said at Swayve, Cola, Eazy, or nothing. But the purpose of me doing that is I'm a man at the end of the day. Regardless of you being upset or have a distaste for me because of whatever you have a distaste for me for, that doesn't mean you're going to go out there and speak on all these situations that has nothing to do with these tweets. You're bringing up situations of me getting laid out outside or fights inside and all these things that have nothing to do with this. And I'm supposed to sit there and just take it. So I was on the defense, but it didn't take long for me to take this blog down. I understand that those situations you're bringing up and the people who's bringing it up, you mean nothing to me. And those situations, just another thing that I was going through, but I made it through. But I'm in the midst of the negativity and spewing out and feeling, and I wasn't being myself. And that's why I took blogs down, because I'm reacting without being myself or stepping back and analyzing it for what it really should be about. You know, another thing is, like, it's very hard to try to convince people of something that is so outlandish to me. Something could look a certain way, but not be that way. But you're trying to label me something that's just, what do you want me to do with that? Should I have talked about the context of everything? I tried to do it the realest way I can, right? So context meaning this. Do you see how many of those tweets, when you pull up the tweet, you can't click the other person's name? So it just looks like I walked out one day and started slandering this person, but they don't have Twitter no more. So the conversation isn't there. It's just my response, my comment. And I'm not saying all tweets, but most of them being this way, or the one that sticks out the most, as if I woke up one day and decided to put this child next to a dog and write black babies. I just woke up one day, y'all, and decided to do that. I understand that's how it looks, because I didn't feel I wanted to defend these tweets individually because I wanted to just take my L. But when I'm being labeled a race, and it's like, what? But then I have to understand how it looks. I was selfish in not putting myself in anyone else's position, just too worried about defending something that isn't what it looks like, which it isn't. But that's not fair of me to do. There's a thread where it was white baby, Spanish baby, Indian baby. It was 100 pictures on that. But when you click that, it's just mine. Why? The thread's deleted. The person who made it probably don't have a Twitter no more, but I look crazy. But I didn't feel like to do the need of making these reasons. They're not excuses. These are facts, but I didn't want to do all that. I wanted to take my L. Same thing goes for a lot of the context in which the tweets were said. There's not dialogue there, so I look insane. But that's not the case. I tried to stand on something, keep it a buck with y'all. Yo, I went through a breakup, see my ex with a black guy, went out talking shit like, yo, fuck these black dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like Spanish girls with black guys, as if you never been a hater before. Or a hater right now. Or however you ain't got feelings, or you ain't never been salty before. I utilize Twitter to be a hater, to go in my feelings. But instead, y'all talking about, oh, Jimz is mad, a black guy dicked down his bitch and he took his girl. That's not even how the shit went. Look what you made it to. So even me giving you my truth, you turned into a lie. You know, and even in that, it's not even a big deal. But to me, it's like, you act like you live in imperfection, bro. I grew up on the block, man. I grew up around hella black girls. Ain't nobody hate a race more than black girls seeing a black guy with a white girl. Probably a million tweets on that too, but I'm being dragged through the mud. See, the thing is this, right? And I'm not trying. People are selective. They pick and choose who they're gonna let slide with things or overanalyze certain things, right? But battle rap has always kind of been my drunk uncle in that sense. It's like you love your drunk uncle. no matter what. But your drunk uncle don't always love you. It's kind of like he only has those selective drunk or sober moments where he shows the love you wish he showed you all the time, because no matter him being your drunk uncle or his selective love for you, you love him all the time. And that's what kind of battle rap been with me. I put blood, sweat, and tears in this. I've invested in this. I've sold and bought merch in this. I've been promoting this. I done been in this game, all events, had many relationships with many different people, helped a lot of people out, behind the scenes, donations and help. There's no need to name drop. Y'all know who you are. I don't have to do that because my heart is pure and I was happy to do it. I'm a part of this culture, whether somebody tries to go back 10 years and think differently or not.
We used 5 AI-driven scaling tools for our business, and this is